Coming to you live from various basements in the great state of Maryland. This is the week of. Good day. I am Brian, and these gentlemen are
Hey, I'm James.
James.
Hey, good day. I'm Carson.
He said good day. Okay.
Very classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep things,
Yeah, you
in
are.
good mood here on the show.
Good mood. First time.
Our inaugural show.
We're
Inaugural.
Pretty big deal.
Indeed.
It's a big word.
So shout
college
out to
man.
anyone out there listening. We appreciate all of our day one fans the most. You guys were here when no one else were.
That's right. That's right. So I thought, we could just start off with a question, and see where the conversation goes.
Depends
Hey,
what
man,
kind
lay
of
it on
question.
us.
So I'm thinking, what sucked about this week? What really got your goat this week?
What sucked?
Oh, man.
And
man.
I'm not supposed to talk about my work, huh?
No, I mean you could speak about your work.
Oh man.
Speak truth. Speak truth. Maybe I wouldn't say the name.
Got very specific.
But we could say movie theater.
Okay, we'll say Showtime movie theater, Port 11.
Port 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Got him.
That's most of my week.
Got him.
So that's what sucks. You guys already know. I mean, people just suck.
Human being.
I don't know.
Human being.
I'm more focused on the positives, Brian. I don't like focusing on the negatives.
I got it. I would have to say it was the heat.
Yeah.
It was pretty hot. It was pretty humid as well. So
Gotta love that
It
undisclosed location weather.
Yeah, absolutely. As previously stated, don't want any stalkers. Don't want any stalkers.
Exactly.
Don't want people
You're
knowing
creeping
where
on
we're
us
from.
right now. Stop it.
Right. Yes.
Well, as I was telling you guys earlier, my family are out of town for an entire week, so it's pretty nice to have the house to myself. But I must say, I'm getting kind of lonely over here.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
You know,
Oh, man.
human contact is rare the last couple of days for me. So
That's
really eats on the soul and the mind.
That's the hard
I'm
sell
hanging
right
in there.
there.
Man, you guys are keeping me sane.
Hey man.
Hey man.
We're trying.
You know, Home Alone, dude. That was a serious deal for Kevin.
Yeah.
For
No, I've locked all my doors. Thumbtacks are out front.
Oh man. I almost said, "Hey, aren't you from?" and then have something to say about the crime rate where you live, but then I realized we're not wanting this kind of attention.
There's really no crime in there was no crime, but I actually found out yesterday there was a break-in like 3 doors down, and the police have been notified.
Great
It was a
band.
burglary type thing.
As trashy as my hometown may be, you know, we're good, honest, blue-collar folk over here. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. Just trying to have a good time, go on our various vehicles and get drunk.
Oh God. Yes. They like their pills.
Yeah.
They like their pills.
We try not to focus on that over here.
Right.
We're working on it. It's 2019. Stop doing pills, people.
Yeah.
There are better things. So, well, how was everybody's week? Overall, Carson's been lonely, stuck at home.
Been watching a lot of tennis.
James
watching a lot of
working.
Wimbledon championships.
Let's see, I haven't watched tennis in years.
I've been waking up to tennis being on. And
Tennis
I don't know.
is
I'm
great.
not the biggest tennis fan in the world, but I don't know, catching a little bit here and there.
Yeah, man. Just pulling for Fed.
Those games can get long though, man. For sure, like it helps to be have some interest in it for sure.
Oh yeah, no, you could be there for 4 or 5 hours just for one match.
Yeah, exactly. You're watching like a 4-hour match of two people you're not really following, just slap it around, man. It's I don't know,
Yeah,
tempts me to change the channel,
Yeah, they're making rules to shorten the matches a little bit, so it's more appealing to audiences.
Yeah,
There was like
a big deal.
26-hour match or something like that.
Jesus, what?
No,
Is that
actually,
the Isner one?
Yes.
I remember
It
that.
was like Isner Mahout.
It went like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like they went
it's like
entire second day and still didn't finish it.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then whoever won, Isner won, but he lost immediately the next round because he was just destroyed and had blisters. Yeah, let's see. 59.
I haven't watched tennis. God, I don't know, 20 years, something like that.
Yeah, I can't say I watch a lot.
I got put into tennis camp by my dad, and pretty much any sport camp he put me in then made me sort of hate that sport. So it was a lot of soccer, but soccer's coming back for me, and yeah, tennis.
Yeah, man. Tennis. Well, you were a hockey guy too. I knew that.
Yeah, but I wanted to play hockey, and I was just terrible.
Brian's, you got some Canadian in you,
Yeah.
We could say that, right? That's like a whole country.
Only by osmosis, man. Being
like
being adopted.
We're obviously American.
Yeah,
we could say that much, right?
Yeah. It's a whole continent, man.
What, Canada?
No. North America.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, anybody living in North America would be technically an American.
Hey, we've got all your facts here, folks.
Yeah.
You ever need to know about continents? North America
Just ask us.
One of
to be honest, I was worried I was gonna mess that up. I was like, continent. No, country. Yeah. Stupid.
No, you're fine. So yeah, and James, you've been watching, keeping a close eye on the NBA draft.
The draft happened a couple weeks ago, and that was, that kind of went about as expected. As a Wizards fan, there was a couple twists and turns, but I mean, for the most part, everyone ended up kind of where they were expected to go. There was a lot of trades, but honestly, I think the top three stayed the top three, and that was kind of what everyone cared about. It was like, where's Zion? Zion's obviously going 1, Morant's going 2, and RJ Barrett's going 3. So everything beyond that is kind of just a crapshoot, and see ya.
Right.
Well, they're a good player, but a lot of good players just get drowned out in the NBA. So,
yeah.
But really, the free agency has been pretty hot the past week. And the big winners so far, the Brooklyn Nets and the LA Clippers.
Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, does Jay-Z still own the Nets? See, I know nothing.
I'd have to double check.
But
I think he's like a partial owner.
Right.
But I know he has some ownership in the Nets.
James does a great Jay-Z.
It's all right. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you can't not do it now.
It's your boy Hove. I own the Nets. I don't know.
He's always running out of air. It's what he said.
No, he sounds like he's crying. Oh, like, I just got done crying.
That's great.
Kind of our John Travolta impression too.
Yeah. Santy.
We imitate John Travolta in Grease sometimes.
Oh my god. Santy. That's it. Only thing I could do.
All right, let's see. According to Forbes, Jay-Z's stake in the $530 million team shrank from 1.5% to less than 1%, with an estimated value of $350,000.
Wow, it's not much.
So I guess this Rolling Stone article says he sold his stake back in 2013. Jeez.
He recently became a billionaire.
I guess he didn't ride that Nets wave up.
Right.
Wasn't it like a couple weeks ago that he
lost money on it?
Like known as a billionaire.
Yeah. He's like maybe one of the first rappers, I think, to.
Yeah, the first. Yeah, for sure.
I just googled Jay-Z, and it's like it's funny seeing the questions that pop up, and like, how did Jay-Z get rich? What does Jay-Z own?
Is Jay-Z in the Illuminati?
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
Right. Is he
a billionaire?
Is he a lizard person?
Google's working for the Illuminati too. So.
What are you using to search all this information?
That's what Google.
Yeah.
You know, I'm under Illuminati control, man. They got the best search engine.
They do.
Now Google is a million millions.
I always forget that. And it's spelled Google. Google. That is 10 to the 100th power.
10 to the 100th power.
So 100 zeros.
Man, my head just really start to hurt. I just wrote down a note. Google Illuminati ?
Let's
get the comment section.
Dude, total clickbait article.
Let's get the comment section going.
Does the Illuminati run Google?
I just wrote down 100 zeros.
Look, I've seen the white papers.
Dude, someone actually wrote it down, dude. I'm about to copy and paste this into our Skype chat right now, just so you guys can look at how many zeros this is.
Many. Wow. So that's forever.
Look at that.
So that's
Look at that.
Yeah. Holy cow. I'm not going to count them all.
Yeah.
I can't count them all. Good Lord.
There it is.
Illuminati. Getting the old comment section rolling.
You know, everything anyone ever says about the Illuminati, I always think, I'm like, you know, if they wanted you to know and they were all that powerful, I feel like they'd be able to control, you know, whether you figured out something about them or not, you know?
Right.
They control the information, you know, and we're all getting our information from the internet, most likely. We're not going to a fucking library or going on the streets. Sorry, pardon my French. I don't know how PG we're trying to keep it here. But,
no, you can go all the way.
This is the inaugural episode.
As Carson said,
NC-17, bro.
Carson says, edgy. Go edgy.
Go edgy.
We like to be a little edgy on the show.
Does Joe Rogan cuss on his podcast?
Does he do what? Oh, yes. What? He smokes pot on his podcast. We smoked pot before our podcast.
Yeah, man. Like responsible adults.
That's right. Exactly. We don't want kids hearing us.
TV shows for a living.
Exactly. Hitting the jewel
he just does a little podcast on the side.
Right. Well,
sitting next to his TV money.
I wanted to get in a few podcasts. I wanted to get in a few episodes, maybe up to 10 or so before we turn it completely into a conspiracy theory show.
Oh man.
You know,
we've got to reel the viewers in first.
Yeah, we got to get them in, and then once the viewers, then the conspiracies.
I swear we won't get that many conspiracies, folks.
Yes, it's all going to be hard-hitting evidence.
Hey man,
good journalism.
News, so.
Good journalism. Okay.
And CNN for that matter. You can't be biased.
How about this? If we do start doing conspiracies, I'm going to be grilling the hell out of you for facts.
Give
me your sources.
Prove to me that God's not real.
Oh man, just watch the movie God's Not Dead. Actually, that movie's kind of funny.
Kevin Sorbo will really prove it to you.
Did you guys see Burger King started selling $1 tacos?
I did see that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's marketing.
I don't know, man. Whenever they release something new, I don't know whether to be grossed out or actually excited.
Just trying to grab some attention.
I don't know. I've never been excited about Burger King. I think someone said that it's the worst. A lot of people have said it's the worst fast food joint.
I mean, hit me with some facts, man.
Okay. Have you ever gone to Burger King and gotten the Burger King burps where after you eat a Whopper, everything tastes like just the ketchup on the Whopper?
I mean,
I know exactly what you're talking about, actually.
Oh, man. Well, then it's just me, I guess.
But I've enjoyed my few trips over there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't been there in years. I'll go to McDonald's. I'll go to Wendy's. I'll go to Taco Bell.
Wendy's.
I don't go to Burger King.
Wendy's is the spot.
Wendy's is great, man.
But you know what you never hear? You never hear people say, "Let's go to the good Wendy's."
All right, so I just looked this up. The new $1 crispy tacos.
Oh. Yeah, let's go to the good McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the good Pizza Hut.
Right, you're right.
You either just go to Wendy's or you don't.
That's true.
It is, man.
Yeah, Wendy's is expensive, man.
It is.
It kind of takes the fun out of being a fast food place.
I think it's because of the quality.
Yeah, it's notch above McDonald's for sure.
Yeah, if anything, Wendy's doesn't short you on the food; they short you on the service.
Right.
They just hire anyone. They're just like, here's your burger. Get the hell out of my face.
They will. I will. No, I won't say. Never mind.
Well, you can say it, dude.
No, I can't.
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah, I'll have to get a disclosure agreement from someone. I know a guy from high school who still works at a Wendy's that he's worked at since high school. He's not a manager, however, because I can, I work at the job I had in high school still. But,
right.
He's, still flipping burgers there, though.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
he's an on again, off again. He did a lot of LSD.
I see.
Yeah.
That'll get you places.
Real psychonaut. Did some glass blowing, stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Super wook.
Yeah. I would say that.
I believe a wook is a new age hippie, I think.
A wook?
I've heard from my friends. Let me Google this.
Is that a wook? Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. A hippie without any ambition, motivation, or drive other than drugs and image.
That's accurate.
Generally in their 20s. I don't know. This is Urban Dictionary, so Oh, okay, I got another one. A dirty, hairy, stinky, malnourished, dishonest creature that often travels in packs with possibly and unfortunately mangy, multicolored dogs on hand, made all natural organic hemp leashes, or alone wandering aimlessly around a concert, usually hippie music, quote unquote.
What is
parking lot? Oh, a concert parking lot with a few seemingly more important than music goals. Find as many mind-altering substances and cram them into their bodies as fast and furiously as possible. Get into the show somehow. Don't lose the dog this time. And if by chance they come across unattended property such as a cooler, chair, backpack, or a beverage, it will become their own. There's a whole thing on that.
That's very long.
It was super long. I got like halfway through it. And I was like, all right, I get it. Wook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hippie. It's a hippie. Yeah.
Like a new age hippie.
Yeah, sure. Nouveau. Or
I know our viewers
I don't know
might not get this, but I got a picture right here.
I know.
Like a white person with dreadlocks. I could pick any of them.
Yeah. I know a couple of those.
Yeah, almost me.
Nah, man, you had beautiful locks.
Yeah, I thought about going down that path.
That was a beautiful head of hair.
Thank you, sir.
That was more Tarzan-esque.
Well, you guys have beautiful heads of hair too, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, don't lie.
Hey, man, this is a podcast. Yeah. It's not a video.
Actually, yeah, I guess as far as people are concerned.
There's no proof.
As far as people are concerned.
So it turns out I was the one who was lying. And
Brad
all
Pitt here.
Beautiful heads
George Clooney.
I actually look like Chris Hemsworth.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm a younger Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I would say either Bruce Willis or
now Jason Statham.
George Costanza.
Okay. Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander.
Cherry. These pretzels are making me thirsty. No, that went too. So that wasn't him at all.
That was good, man. You're not giving yourself enough credit.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I got the Jerry part. It's everything after that.
Yeah, that's kind of how you test out your Seinfeld impressions, man. You just start yelling Jerry. That's the test word.
I guess Elaine never really screamed Jerry at him.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I like how immediately he just went right there.
I'm trying it out. It's a test word.
Mulva. Anyway.
Who's Mulva?
It was from an episode of Seinfeld where he knew this girl and he couldn't remember her name. He just could remember that her name sounded like a part of female anatomy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so her name is Mulva. For vulva.
Right.
Which
That's pretty good.
vagina. Okay.
Okay, well, I don't need to know all that.
Well, you want me to put up a picture?
Now you
Of a
know.
vulva?
Let me share my screen. No, I'm not gonna do that. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
I'd love to see it.
Everybody at home can look it up. Everybody
Except
at home.
for kids. If you're under the age of 10, I would say.
Kids need to know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, do they?
No. I don't know. My kid, yeah, she knew really early.
I mean,
her mom went over it.
It's fair to know what you're working with, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like I think kids probably don't even care, if they're young enough.
They're cool enough.
Yeah. Wait till they start going on Google unattended,
Right.
Boobs on Google where it all starts, something like that.
I can remember it being Lane Bryant catalogs.
Yeah. Hey man, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't browsed through a few.
I mean, you're a man. Anyway,
those were the days. Before the internets and I still used AOL to go online.
Ooh, AOL. I had CompuServe.
Oof. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You were really throwing it back.
Oh, back in the day, sir.
Yeah.
Typing into a command line.
I'm pretty sure my best friend still has an AOL email address.
Yeah, my aunt still does, actually.
I do.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. It's my email at AOL.
Right. Awesome. Which we're not giving out, again, because we don't want stalkers.
Yeah, man.
Just keep bringing it up.
Try to guess my email for $1,000.
We're very handsome.
Yeah.
That's how you'll know it's us, because we're very handsome.
That's right.
The most handsomest guy. Like, hey, didn't I hear your podcast?
Yeah. No, sir, that wasn't me. No. No.
Yeah, we would try to deny it.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what else you guys got? See, look, we're
about what, 15 minutes in here?
No, man, we got 24 minutes. We're doing all right.
Nice, we're getting up to the half-hour mark. That almost marks the full podcast.
Yeah, the one we tried on the phone, but the phone died.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that what happened?
No, it just ran out of power because it's Chinese and...
Whoa, no.
Well,
not to disparage Chinese people. I don't know if I have any relation to them, but...
It's a very cheap Virgin Mobile phone that
show's getting pretty.
Started dying about 3 months after I got it. So.
I have caught word that Chinese chip makers do usually go on the cheap side.
Mm.
Churn them out for real cheap. Not super reliable.
Chip Chinese.
I saw a video of I think it was a Vice story. And this guy took him through this tech market in Shanghai or somewheres in the east, and he picked up all the components to build his own smartphone, and he paid cents for it and just built his own phone right then and there.
But I mean, you still gotta have the casing for it and everything, right?
Well, well, you can buy the cases. And they're all super cheap parts.
And the touchscreen and the
well, yeah, and then
buttons and the
they're putting it together, selling it to our American.
It'd still be really a delicate process to put all together.
Dude, he did it.
It's not quite like a Lego, Millennium Falcon or something. It's
sitting at a table. He did. Hold on.
Hey, man, you'd be amazed what a Chinese person can do sitting at a table.
Oh, man. See, I want to play the video.
They got some great craftsmen over there. What you looking up?
Vice News building a smartphone.
Oh.
Jeez. These guys. They got all sorts of stuff. I don't know.
So it's like their own smartphone, their own brand. Do they program the software on there?
From what I understood, he was buying all the parts that you would have in like a a Samsung phone or an iPhone, and he's just buying it at like this huge, just like.
So the like software is already good to go on these things?
You do have to download an OS, but he shows you how to do it.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's got to make the whole process a lot cheaper, I'm sure. Because I got a crack in my phone right now, man. I'm like dreading having to buy a new phone.
Oh yeah.
I've been having some weird issues with like my my SIM card.
Oh yeah.
Like it randomly just turns off, and I'm like, oh god, like I really do not want to fork over the money, get another phone. Those things are ridiculous. It's like you're getting a deal if you're spending less than $300.
Oh yeah, it's crazy these days. Even the old phones are over $600. Like an iPhone 8.
Get like like a sub $300 Android. I'm still afraid to buy another one.
Gotta get the iPhone 11, dude.
Heck no, man.
Pay a couple grand.
If
for something that's gonna be, obsolete in 3 years.
They've got some good tech in Apple. They got great video software. Like you can like edit videos like really well, and it's all really easy. But at the same time, you're paying so much extra money for just like stuff that kind of. It's like you're paying like $200 extra for something that's worth like maybe $50 at most.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
but it's also the best marketing.
Yeah.
Well, I can't find this shit anywhere.
Oh, they got making his own smartphone.
Yeah, I'll find it. I'll send it to you guys. But yeah, it was bananas. He literally bought like the parts. I said bought.
Yeah, he told you he's Canadian.
I'm not. But yeah, he bought the parts for the for just like a Samsung phone, the same stuff that would go in there, the battery, the camera, the processor, everything, and it literally cost like, maybe a couple bucks. And he just put it together right there at a table. And he was like, yeah, all you need is a case for it and an operating system, and you can use it. And apparently
but installing operating systems isn't fun. Like, those things have to be able to access, like, the rest of the hardware on there.
Right.
It's a real pain. But, I'm sure it's no problem for someone who's trying to flip the phone.
I'll just stick with I'll just stick with it really cheap.
Like, if that's all I had to do to make money, I'd do it. Like, that was my work day. It's just installing operating systems on phones over and over again. I'm sure you get it down to a process and
yeah,
flip it for pretty good money.
I don't know, man. How are you going to get all those?
It's like bootleg phones at that point, right? You're buying a bootleg phone.
It's definitely bootlegging, yeah.
And like, maybe they're like, hey, I jailbroke it or something like that. Do people still do that?
Yeah, they still. I'm sure they do.
I still haven't quite understood that whole process.
I don't know anything about it.
But they're like, hey, I got all these free apps. Now I can.
I know that the homeless people that were living in my mom's house, they stole her. They stole her. Yeah, her ex house. They stole her phone a couple times. She had a phone. They stole it, and she got another phone. They stole it, and they sold it at those. Cell phone vending machines. You put in a cell phone, it gives you cash.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds dangerous.
It was after the second time that it was stolen that she realized there were people either breaking into her house, but we found out it was homeless people living in her house.
Wow. I've gotten my phone taken before. I was just in the bathroom one time and it was like,
I assume at like a store or work.
It was at school.
Okay.
So it was at college.
Not at home, you're just sitting there.
Yeah, no, it was like in the bathroom at college, and I just left it right on top of the toilet paper.
Yeah.
And I sat it down, I pulled my pants up, walked out, and I was like, maybe a couple minutes later, was like, oh crap, where's my phone? So I go back in the bathroom, and it's not there. I checked the lost and found, it's not there. So I just assumed someone stole it.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Apparently, you can still track your phone after it's been sold.
So, see,
That's how we were able to.
The phone either died or was turned off. So the last place it was tracked to was the bathroom I lost it in.
Right.
And I kind of was just like I went through like Google, and you could tell it to erase stuff off the phone or something like that. So
right.
I selected that option. So I was like, oh, if at least they break into the phone, it'll I guess erase everything off the phone.
Right.
I don't know.
And trusting the government, the Illuminati, to do that.
Yeah, man.
What if you run for Congress? How will they?
I wasn't thinking about it.
How will they?
This was a couple years
pocket?
Ago. I'm still on Google right now, man. Like I got Google pulled up on my computer, man. The Illuminati's got their arm up my bum, playing me like a puppet.
Arm up the bum.
Arm up the bum.
Yeah. That's PG, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you didn't specifically use like a curse word for your bum, you know. Yeah. Like saying screwed the pooch.
Joke.
Screwed the pooch doesn't necessarily mean bestiality, but you know, it sounds like it. So, anybody see any good movies lately? I say this because we work at a movie theater, as previously stated.
I actually saw the new Spider-Man film.
Showtime Port 11.
Spider-Man.
What'd you call it again?
I called it Showtime Port 11.
Port 11? That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
But go on, Carson.
Spider-Man, Far From Home. You know, the first one was Homecoming. It's keeping the theme.
Funny. Funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I haven't watched either one of them. Why do they call it that?
The first one, you know, it was in college or high school, sorry, and then they go to Homecoming.
How dare you?
Yeah. So the whole thing leads up to the Homecoming dance.
Really? And, that's kind of lame.
Yeah,
I thought it was way cooler than that.
Well, the girl's dad's like driving him to the dance, but it turns out that he's the bad guy, played by Michael Keaton.
Spoiler alert.
Yes, if you haven't seen it yet, you know, sorry.
It's been out for like a year and a half.
Yeah, at this point, I'm longer than that. At this point, it's your fault, you know.
Hey, it's all right though. I really don't mind getting spoilers for movies because 9 times out of 10, I still just don't watch the movie. So I'm like, thanks for letting me know. I wasn't, planning on watching it any time in the near future. And if I do decide on watching it, chances are I probably will forget what you told me.
Right.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Or it just doesn't ruin it for me. I'm like, whatever, man.
Right.
It's still fun to watch the journey up to the spoiler.
The journey.
See how they got to that part you just, frivolously told me.
It's fine, Michael Keaton, though.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge spoiler. I mean, it kind of was.
Like they've gotten some good star power for those movies, but.
Oh yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's in the new one. He's great. Plays great Mysterio.
I like the whole high school college thing, but whatever, It's Peter, little what's his Tom Holland?
Oh yeah, Tom Holland's great.
Very young face.
Zendaya.
Got a baby face.
Right.
Zendaya. How do you
say it?
Zendaya. I'm sorry.
Zendaya. No. How dare you? No, it's fine.
I should have done my research before this.
Nah, it's all good. We're just going off. Just going off the
beautiful
cuff.
Woman, man.
Just going off the cuff.
Yeah, man. It's
legal,
better that way.
Right? Legal.
She is.
Okay, good.
Oh my
It's
god.
at least 20 something.
Okay, good.
She's a Disney Channel kid.
Yeah. So was Bella Thorne though. They were in the same show, and Bella Thorne has I don't know.
She's gone off the deep end.
Yeah.
But she's still hot.
True.
Yeah, she's 22. Wow, she's
I gotta look these people up,
22.
man.
James.
I don't know what they look like.
Hey, let me just say, movie theater etiquette. No, we don't watch every single movie that comes out because we don't want to be hanging out at work.
Correct.
Zendaya looks pretty young. I'm gonna stay away.
She's 22, man. She's 22.
22. That's fine.
All
You're
right.
still a young man, sir. Still a young man.
Yeah, she's older than me.
What's her name?
Wow.
The other one?
Grandma over there. Oh, who? Bella Thorne? Oh.
Yeah, she had her nudes leaked pretty recently.
She leaked them.
Wow.
She did.
Well, she leaked them. Taking her power back. Taking her power back.
Well, she was, but she still did it because the guy like threatened her. So.
Well, yeah.
But she took the power away from the guy. Yes.
But it was still like a big cue to the guy.
I mean, yeah, more power to her. You know, I could care less. She's a little out there.
I need to go on E News.
She's only 21.
She's a
year younger than I am.
I feel like I've seen video of her drinking and doing drugs long before she was 21.
Right.
Hey, man.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean,
you have that one expression, you know. I was in high school once, you know.
That is true. I was in high school once as well. I wasn't for a very long time, and I left a lot, but I did go.
I think it's a dangerous game to come up on a kids' TV show. I think, because then everyone's going to look at you as, you know, someone who's appropriate for kids in your normal life.
Right.
But it's like,
oh man, like they're
just normal people, but they're, you know, going to way cooler parties and doing, you know, way more blow or whatever.
Well, there was that kid, not a kid, he's like 20 or something. Cameron Boyce. My kids used to watch his show.
Jesse.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse.
Jesse's girl.
No, that was... Oh man, I wish that was the theme song to that show.
What was it called?
Jesse?
Oh, Jesse.
It's just called Jesse.
So they said he had a seizure.
Seizure, yeah.
But I also
was the show still going on?
He was speculating about that.
Right. Oh no, the show was over. Had been over for a long time, and I think he went on to like another show.
Yeah, he was going to be in the new some new show that was coming out. He died.
Kids and I don't do. We don't really watch TV. I don't really watch much anyway.
What do you do?
Select couple shows. A lot of video games.
You watched Chernobyl, didn't you?
A lot of video games. I did watch Chernobyl.
Was that as good as everybody said it was?
It was pretty frigging awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was funny though. The whole, all the actors were British. Well, except for, I don't remember Stellan Skarsgård. Stellan.
Yeah, one of those Skarsgård.
The dad of the Skarsgårds, who's whatever, he's Norwegian, something like that. He's from over there. He's like a Viking or something. Scandinavian. That's good. And other than him, everybody else was British, using all these Russian names.
Right.
But I guess if they're, I don't know. How do you find that many people who are from Russia who also speak really good English and are actors? So, Carson, you only made it through episode 1 still?
I've only seen the first one. Loved it, though.
Oh, man. Yeah, you get through it, brother.
I will.
It's a bit rough.
What's it called? Chernobyl?
Chernobyl, yeah. It was an HBO miniseries.
And it's just about
the
plant. The only thing anyone knows about Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you know, Chernobyl, that was the place with the great cookies, right? No, they had the one big building, right? No. Oh, just a big old nuclear reactor explosion?
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't even an explosion, it was just like a meltdown.
Yeah, no, it was a full... No, there was an explosion and then there was a meltdown. Okay. That was the whole point of it, was...
And it was just a lot of neglect from the government and everyone involved.
Well, yeah, I don't want.
Is that what the show goes over?
I don't want. Yeah, sort of. I don't want to ruin it, but yeah, they.
But like, is it based off like what actually happened?
Yeah.
Well, then it's like, how can you ruin it? It's like it's already out there. Like
the Russian government knew that that there was an issue with the reactors. It had like these like graphite tips, which could cause a meltdown, could cause an explosion, and they knew about
it. Pencil.
Yeah, but it tipped the nuclear fuel or something like that, and they knew that it could cause an explosion or it could cause a meltdown, something like that, and they knew about it years before they built the reactors, and they still built the reactors. And never told anybody that this could possibly happen. And
what was their motivation for ignoring it?
Because they were Russia and they're trying to beat, the U.S. and
so they were in a time crunch.
Yeah,
they're like, we're not rebuilding it. Screw you.
And they they also had this like thing about like admitting when they were wrong about something.
Okay.
Like
that makes sense.
Yeah, like they had a I don't remember when. They had a serial killer named Andre Chikatilo, and he was obviously insane. He did horrible things, but they didn't want to admit for a long time that he was Russian because Russians aren't like that. Russians don't do stuff like that. There's this whole Soviet thing.
It's one of those shows.
Yeah, well, it was whatever the state said. The state knew what was best for everybody.
Yeah.
Usually not. Usually not so.
The very compassionate Soviet government officials.
Oh,
Did you guys hear that? Like Russian TV was gonna do a retelling of the whole Chernobyl story, like a patriotic.
I did.
They're retelling it.
Yeah, they're doing their own miniseries, basically placing the blame on the CIA.
Yeah, it was just because put them in a bad light, so now they're coming out trying to deflect everything.
Which most people, when you've already switched governments and whatever, you wouldn't be like, oh man, but we did so great back then. Everything went so well because we failed. You wouldn't care, and all of a sudden they care. Do you know why? They're still Soviets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
That sounds, intriguing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
We'll wait till episode 25, and then we'll get into, are Russians still communists?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
There's still a lot of spies around.
Yeah. Didn't we
You ever just go to the, you go to the blank bank or something? You just see a fucking Russian spy.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing at the bank?
Right.
But are Russians allowed to think opposite of what their government does?
Supposedly. Supposedly. They think different things, different stuff.
Okay.
Man.
Gotta love the future.
So,
thought. Man, you got me looking at pictures of Chernobyl, man. I'm still digging through this.
Yeah, I wanted to learn the origin of screw the pooch, but we can save that for next week.
Screw the pooch. Yeah, we can find out. We can find out all about that. Also, hoping next week. I don't know. Maybe in a couple future weeks.
Next week,
we could get El Carlos in here. El Carlos Slim.
Yeah.
Spinning some tales about the old days and telling us about crazy movies that he has watched.
Cowboy Carl and his movie reviews should be fun.
Coming to you live from Bleeps Western Wear.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to bleep out the very beginning of this whole entire thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Probably do some splicing and editing.
Yeah,
if only the
you
only
can
thing
still get our intro in. Just cut out the part after.
I name dropped our place of work. I apologize.
That was fine.
Yeah, there's a minute or two throughout here or there that you could probably cut out. But
Do yourself a favor and don't go there if you heard it.
Well, you can go there.
Nah.
Just be nice. Just be nice when you go there.
Where's that?
Just be nice people. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're not saying it again. It was
Showtime Port 11.
Showtime Port 11.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's killing me. That's getting repeated at work. That's getting definitely.
Actually, it's a better name than what we have.
True. True.
Which is we're not going to say.
We're not going to say.
Yeah, in a certain region of the country, there may or may not be bodies of water nearby it. Have fun guessing that.
Right. Exactly.
We're not in Nebraska, y'all.
That's true. No, it said y'all. Oh, okay, here's something funny. Here's something funny that happened today. We can end it with this if you guys want.
I'm just getting started.
I was doing yard work and there's a stalk of corn growing out of my backyard. A singular stalk of corn.
No way.
Yes, sir. I feel like I've
come from?
Where did you get this corn?
I feel like it's possible the dog shit it out.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah. So in
is that how that thing works?
I guess.
Wow.
Do we have any botanists in the?
I'm not a
house?
botanist. I know James, studied some chemistry back in his day.
That is not true. I don't know how to grow plants or mix chemicals.
Okay.
But I do eat my fair share of corn.
Yeah.
And I too wonder if I ate a bunch of corn one day and
Yes.
made way of the dog, so to speak.
Right.
Could I potentially start my own corn crop?
See, I don't know, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it go. I'm just gonna mow around it and just let it go and see what happens. Couple weeks, you boys might be eating some corn.
I did a quick lookup of growing corn, and it didn't mention anything about. All right, here, eat a bunch of corn day one. Go pick the spot in the field, squat it out, spread it evenly. Like it never said anything like that. It was more, hey, divvy up what the corn you want to use for seed, dry it out, and then I guess plant it. I guess the seeds are within the little pieces of corn.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
You know, makes you think, man. Maybe we could poop out all sorts of different fruits and vegetables if you eat the right seeds.
Maybe a bird dropped it. I don't know. Maybe I dragged it home on the bottom of my shoe.
Oh my God.
It's entirely
That's
possible.
farming life, though. You know.
Yeah, that's farming life.
If you ain't you're not talking about farming unless you're talking about poo. I think all the master farmers would love to talk to you about.
We gotta.
There are different classifications and different qualities of poo, and
we should do an entire show on this.
On poo and farming, the symbiotic relationship.
Right, exactly.
How much poop do farmers use? That's a Google search.
I'm going for a lot.
Yeah, these are questions people want to hear the answers to. So
indeed. Well, except for farmers, who probably already know.
Well, farmers aren't the audience we're going for, unfortunately. No. Sorry to break it to you, farmers that are listening.
Hey, man, if farmers like what we got to say,
then they can get the fuck off.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm reading that the use of unprocessed human feces as fertilizer is a risky practice as it may contain disease-causing pathogens.
There you go.
Just to clarify, I was just joking. If you are a farmer,
I missed that. What was that?
All respect.
Yeah.
You've got my utmost respect. It's a hard life as a farmer.
You're gonna have to listen back for it, man. It was golden. Yeah. It was golden. But James, you did the important work. You let us know. That unprocessed waste is not good. Is not good for fertilizer.
They say it's risky.
Risky.
They're not saying don't do it.
Right.
They're saying
maybe.
Stick a thermometer in it first or something.
Because that's how you test it for parasites.
Exactly. That's what the doctor does for me, man. I imagine.
Exactly.
Probably something like that. All right, I'm on a disgusting part of the internet now. I need to get off as soon as possible. Because you know how Google tracks your search history and your data and stuff. I'm going to start getting suggested advertisements for like poop fetishes or farmer boy playboy. I don't know, farmer playboy.
Yeah, that's not it. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Now, farm girls.
I'll let you know.
Playboy, probably a thing. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what kind of ads you got. This
is not to me. This is more to the listeners.
Right.
Yeah, any of the listeners, let us know what you want to hear. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about, so we're not going to listen to what you're saying, but you can still let us know.
Oh man.
That'd be interesting if they divvied up nudie mags by profession. So you had all your farmers in one magazine, and then you had all your nurses in the other magazine, and you had all your I don't know what your teachers. You
usually get just a variety in one. Yeah.
Boy. Some people
just want the teachers.
I'd have to
the nurses.
They'd be on their own for the name, but so I don't know. Are we allowed to talk about porn sites? I mean,
no. I mean,
okay. I was gonna say.
I will say
a certain popular one that starts with a B
Right.
Rhymes with razzers. They have occupational subcategories per site, which I find interesting.
Right. What kind of professional?
Oh, just exactly what I was talking about.
Professions.
Like definitely one for teachers.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously.
A lot of the cliches.
One for just like the general office setting.
General office setting. I like that's what it is. Okay.
Babysitters.
Babysitters.
Is
that really a profession, or is it just like, I guess, I mean, it's
I wouldn't
not
call
something
it a
you're going to
profession,
do
but it's
for
a job.
Right, I guess. Well, especially if that happens.
And a profession is a job.
You know,
so
that's true.
They're both subcategories of jobs.
Okay. See, we need a dictionary or something.
Hey, man. We got computers, man. What do you want to look up, man? I'm here.
Yeah, James. Typing hard on that keyboard.
You want to see what I've looked up so far?
Oh, man. Do I ever?
So we got NBA news, NBA transactions, Jay-Z ownership for Nets.
There you
Jay-Z, Google, a
Wook.
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Burger King tacos.
Dude, I'm still on that Burger King taco.
Noble. And how much poop do farmers use?
Dude, we have hit all the subjects.
If only I could send you this. This is a beautiful Google search history right here.
Man, take a screenshot.
I almost want to go on Facebook just to see what advertisements I'll get.
Dude, I wrote in my notes for next week. I wrote in my notes for next week. Keep us up to date on possible scatological ads, James. I'm gonna ask you about it. I'm gonna ask what's popped up. I want to know exactly what you have seen.
I mean,
yeah, man, I got that. Poop. I know all kinds of things about poop.
So,
I didn't know that about poop. I didn't know the farm thing about poop, but I know about it.
It's like a first quick little link on Google. I'm sure there's like some real research going on out there.
Oh, sure.
The real hard.
We need the real research. We just need some hard numbers.
All right, so a quick breeze through my Facebook page. I don't see anything too crazy. So
I see. Oh, good.
Doing okay. Shout out.
Takes a while for them to like really grab on.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I go on Amazon or something, they're like, "Oh, would you like this imitation?"
It's a box of Depends. It's like 48 pair.
Here is I don't know, a piece of corn.
Oh man, you get visited by the NSA. I see you were looking up nuclear reactors. Why were you looking up nuclear reactors?
Isn't that a shame, though? It's like it's always like keeping track of you when you don't want it to, but then when you finally do want it to keep track of you, it's like, what are you talking about, man?
Yes.
Oh, man. I don't do that.
Like, I want to find that video of that guy building that phone. So I have to prove that I'm right. That happened, that it's true.
You said it was on Vice?
I feel like it was Vice, but I just might be wrong.
Vice has always got those good stories, man.
Oh man, they have some really good stuff. There's one that I've probably told you guys to check out, and it's maybe like an hour long, and it's about the lead singer of the black metal, death metal band Gorgoroth, and it's just, I mean, you can watch the whole thing; it's pretty good, but like the last, I don't know, 5-6 minutes of it, it's just insane, and you should watch it.
Oh, dude, I'll definitely.
If you can find it, watch it.
Yeah, I already found it, so it's 32 minutes. There you go.
Oh, okay, see? That's what happens when you get old and your mind starts going.
Oh, why did you say something other than that?
I said it was like an hour long.
That's about right.
I was so good I lost time.
Yeah. Nice.
Damn. I'm looking at their Wikipedia page now. It sounds like they go pretty hard.
Oh yeah. They're a mess. It's pretty good.
I see something. It says controversy in Krakow. Krakow. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Krako.
Yeah, Krakow.
Krakow.
Yeah.
During a concert being recorded for a DVD in Krakow, Poland, the band displayed sheep heads on stakes, a bloodbath of 80 liters of sheep's blood, satanic symbols,
And they had women on
naked
crosses.
crucified models on stage.
Yeah.
Police investigation took place with allegations of religious offense,
Sure.
which is prosecutable under Polish law. It says.
Well,
And
they got out of it. I'm pretty sure.
It was ruled that they were unaware of the fact that what they were doing was illegal, although the concert organizer was eventually fined 10,000, whatever their currency is, zloty.
Zloty. Is that his name?
No, that's the currency of Poland.
Oh, okay.
Zloty.
I don't know, dude.
Masculine form of the Polish adjective golden.
Golden.
The modern zloty is subdivided into 100 groszy. The recognized English form of the words is zloty. The current sign is a Z with an upside-down cross.
Okay.
Which is composed of the Polish lowercase letters Z and I guess a T, but it looks like a T that's like backwards in italic.
It's okay. So not like Jesus cross.
I'd have to show it to you. It's a funky little shape. Actually, it's a cool little factoid.
A zloty.
A zloty.
Zloty.
Is.
That's
Here,
good.
I'll post it in the chat. Sorry, folks. You're just gonna have to live with what I read.
I mean, they can look it up. I see.
Huh.
Huh. All right.
Huh.
See that? You see that weird, funky little T letter?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure.
Polish currency, y'all.
Means
That's where
something.
we're at.
Zloty.
How much is it worth?
I'm gonna go with not a lot.
26 cents is one.
Wow. That's it. And that's like their dollar.
It's equal to 100 groszy. Whatever that means.
Okay. All right. I guess maybe the grozy's their dollar. Or no, I don't know.
That would be their cent. I think this is their dollar.
I don't know. I have no clue, man.
Grazie mille.
This is their gold. It's reached as high as like about 50 cents per dollar. Or 50 zloty. No, 50 cents per zloty. There we go. As of like like August 2008.
Of course.
Relations with Poland had never been better. Now it's half that.
Well, yeah. See the guy who runs our country likes Russia, and the Poles and Russians they don't like each other so much.
Oh, tell us more.
No, I mean that's all I really know. They've been invaded by the Russians, and the Russians put them under, communist rule after World War II, and they were communists forever. And then now they're finally, independent and pretty sure part of NATO, and of course Russia isn't.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they have bad blood.
So let's look at the zloty over the past Trump years, 3 years. Steady decline.
See?
Huh.
You don't trust our president.
Well, I mean, I guess after Trump got elected, it went up a little bit, but right back down.
Right.
Man, now I want to find out all about funky little currencies.
I know Polish people have pierogies.
You know, at work,
That's some good alliteration right there.
We found what we thought was a 10,000 peso bill.
Yeah.
And it turned out we read a little closer, and it was a 10,000 Colombian peso bill.
And what is that worth?
Much less.
Yeah.
Like we were we have like $300 here. So like, it's like
Colombia.
$5.
Colombia.
So like, let's see, 10,000 peso. Yeah, that's like $500. 522.
Wow.
But then you look up 10,000 Colombian pesos, and you have $3.
Wow.
Jeez.
All right. But in Colombia, you're like a millionaire.
Oh yeah, dude. I would love it. I mean, I guess as long as it wasn't, too scary.
Right.
For my suburban self, but
I have a feeling it's probably pretty scary.
But I mean, it could be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're ever running away from something, it might be a place to go.
That's true.
Although I don't know if they have extradition laws with the United States.
Colombia vacation.
Well,
That thing.
Well, Colombia is a quote-unquote democracy, as far as I know, but they are right next to Venezuela, and of course they have a lot of cocaña. Cocaña for the nose.
Sounds like a good time.
Man, I don't know about that.
Yeah. This ain't the Pablo Escobar days anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you the Colombian peso was worth a lot more back then.
Maybe. There's probably a lot more American dollars in Colombia than Colombian
Actually,
pesos.
we didn't use pesos. We just used cocaine.
Mm-hmm. So you gents have anything else?
I mean,
I don't know, man. I feel like we've covered a wide variety.
You guys don't want to hear me babble on about sports, man. I could go all day. You just fall asleep.
Dude, if this goes well, you'll have your own sports show. I guarantee.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can just like record your own sports hour.
Yeah, that's like it's like a specialty thing, man. You can't just segue into it. You know what I'm saying? I think, nah, I'm gonna stop making Joe Rogan comparisons. Fuck him.
Well, he does it. Oh, I like Joe.
I'm just kidding.
I like Joe Rogan, but he does do his MMA shows, and I don't know. I'm not really into MMA.
I love MMA. So
yeah,
they segue into that really nicely because he does that and he brings on a lot of fighters and stuff. That's all I was gonna say.
I mean, I got to see a guy get kicked in the face or kneed in the face. That was pretty cool.
That was this past weekend, man.
Yeah, man.
Actually, 'twas the fastest knockout in UFC history.
5 seconds.
Yeah. I want to know what the previous record was. I think it was probably 7 seconds.
Got clock knee.
But it was very similar. Very similar. Just run up, one hit, done.
The computer's got it.
Yeah, I'm big old. Okay, here we go. Fastest finishes. Yeah. The previous record was a tie for 6 seconds. So he shaved a second of it.
Okay. Still, guy.
Some of these are old.
Clocked in the face with a knee.
My man Don Fry is tied for 6th.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god! If you saw a picture, I got to show you a picture of this man, dude. He the ultimate porn stash.
Okay.
He wears American shorts, like booty shorts.
Okay.
And this guy is a dangerous man. He did most of his fighting probably in like the 90s.
Okay. Oh yeah. I've seen that guy.
Yeah, this guy is an American hero.
American hero. That's Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah. I mean, Kurt Angle was actually a real wrestler.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he won a gold medal.
Okay, let me bless you guys with some Don Fry pictures here.
Don Fry.
There he is.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. The man is made out of
yeah, I didn't want to, have a big male physique discussion, but yeah, he and a lot of the UFC fighters are. I mean, he's probably bigger. He's probably heavier than a lot of fighters. He's a heavyweight for sure.
Right.
And if there's ever one fight you got to watch with Don Fry, it's like a fight with him and this blonde Japanese guy, and it's like the greatest fight of all time.
It wasn't Takashi.
Yoshihiro Takayama.
Yoshihiro Takayama. What was his martial art? This is MMA, right?
You wouldn't know, honestly, by watching this fight, but it was they basically, to summarize, I won't even bother showing it to you guys because it's like 7-8 minutes, but basically, like for 80%, 90% of the fight, they just have the other person by the shoulder, and they're just repeatedly punching each other in the face. It is pretty amazing.
What's this guy's name? Masa?
Shit. Something Japanese. Sorry. Japan. Japanese letters. Don Fry. It's like, if you look up Don Fry, it's like Yoshihiro Takayama.
Whoa. That is some blonde hair.
Yeah.
That is some blonde hair.
Yeah, man. He's a really interesting looking cat.
Right.
But basically, it's one of the most legendary pride fights of all time. Like, just because it's just badass.
I got highlights going on right now.
It's all
highlights going on right now.
Face bashing, dude. It's like
literally
very little evasion.
Right off the bat, He's trying to get some,
holy shit.
He's trying to get some knees
intense.
in there. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Holy mother of God.
Right. This is the reaction you should have to this fight.
Like, I mean, he's trying to get some knees in there, some body shots, but he ain't getting anywhere with them. I mean, that Don Fry
it just turns
guy
into face punching, man.
Right? Don Fry, that guy is
American
that guy's
hero.
Pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah. He
there
doesn't
it
have
is.
as big a gun as the other guy.
Bashing. Oh, he lost his mouthpiece.
It's probably the most exhausting fight ever.
Dude.
Wow. Respect for those guys.
Right. I will say Don Fry's expression has not changed.
He's a tough SOB,
Dude,
man.
I'm saying, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. How many punches can he take to the face?
He's got some swollen eyes by the end of it.
I mean, how's he doing now? I assume he's retired.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's
done.
Yeah, this I couldn't tell you how long ago this was, but it was
oh man,
it was a little while ago.
Jesus, that man's nose is sideways. This just
there was. Let's just say there wasn't a whole lot of blocking or defense in that fight.
I would say, and they come right back out to it. Jesus.
Yeah, that's great.
They made it through the first round.
Oh man, skipping ahead here. I'm gonna skip ahead. It's a lot of punching.
Yeah. It ends. Don Fry.
Dude, his face is just flat.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's already an Asian thing.
Well, I mean, but it's we should say James can say that being Chinese.
Yeah. I have to. You know, I feel like we have to let some things about ourselves out.
Right.
I live in X area somewhere by a body of water, and I have some Chinese in my blood. So
that is true.
If I listen things that sound offend any Asian people, just know I'm with you, and it's one love. Yeah, his eyes are like closed by the end of the fight.
Yeah, dude. I'm just saying, his whole face is so swollen. It's like almost like he has no features.
That's
wow.
Sometimes that's UFC for you, man.
Jeez. What year was it?
I've said this before. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm checking. It doesn't say. Good lord. Yeah, first comment. Don changed Yoshi's facial structure from Japanese. Well, he says from Japanese to Mongolian.
I don't even think I get that, but I like it.
Well, the second one is just manliest fight ever. I'm very proud to have not been in a fight ever in my life because I don't like getting punched in the face. But
I've like drunkenly boxed my friends, but never, like been in a fight, except for like maybe when I was like 5,
right?
Like a kid punching my friends. There's always been like fights with my friends.
I've definitely done some dumb shit like.
Looks like it was in 2002 is when the fight happened.
You can tell because the video quality was 2002. I will say that.
2002, man. Good times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. They don't do Pride anymore, man. That shit was a little too intense for... No, actually, I don't know why they stopped doing Pride. I think I had heard rumors that it was like the Yakuza was like tied to a lot of the fights.
Really?
Yeah, because it was in Japan.
Right.
But I would need to research more about that. Why Pride fights stop.
So it's the Yakuza or the Triads in every movie ever. Well, about an Asian mafia. They're either the Yakuza or the Triads.
Oh.
But they were some pretty sweet. It was like a really big fight organization, and it was more intense than the UFC. But it's not around anymore.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know if MMA is something I could get into watching though. Just people beating the shit out of each other.
If you're not into violence, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm against violence, but I can only take so many hits to the face.
Yeah, like I like it more than boxing, honestly, because there's more violence.
Right, no, I definitely get that.
I'm honest with myself, I realize I watch it for kind of a Neanderthalic reason, but
right,
it's fine.
Are you boys got anything else?
I don't know.
Don Frazier.
Uh,
Other
watch,
guys named every guy's named Don.
Every guy's named Don.
Other guys named Don.
Oh, Don Lemon.
Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly. Don Lemon. Of
Don
CNN.
Trump.
Don who? Don Ho.
Trump. Don Quixote.
Oh, Donnie T. Yeah. Don Quixote.
Don Cheadle.
Actually, I've been watching a lot of Don Rickles on talk shows recently. I mean,
yeah.
in the past talk shows. That guy is the best, man.
He's funny.
Tell you what, comedy legend right there. Gone too soon. Well, he was 90, but still.
He was pretty old. But yeah, I just saw one of his videos with Zach Galifianakis, and it's like Dinner with Don or something.
Oh yeah, yes.
He has a comedian have dinner with him.
Yeah.
About their career, but it's mostly about how much they love Don.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. Saw this new Economist study.
Okay.
Talk about what the most dangerous drug is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is in Britain. The drug harm score out of 100 selected drugs from 2010, it said. But this was the new study. So alcohol was at 27 harms users out of 100. So this is just a scale compared to say cannabis, which was at 11. And alcohol's harm to others was higher than heroin, crack cocaine, methamphetamine.
Wow.
Is it just because of popularity?
Well, being drunk is much more harmful to others than being high is basically what they're saying.
Right.
Okay. So heroin is more harmful to the user, and so is crack cocaine, and so is methamphetamine. But they say alcohol is more harmful to the user than cocaine, tobacco, amphetamines, cannabis, ecstasy, and mushrooms, which are at the bottom of the list, being least harmful to yourself and others.
Wait, mushrooms are at the bottom of the list?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So gotta try some shrooms out now.
Hey, the study said so. So it should be fine.
I've heard other studies say they use it to treat depression and stuff like that.
I guess they've been doing studies on its use with people with depression.
But that's I guess for people that microdose and stuff like that.
Right.
Because then they're like, oh, I'm taking psychedelics for functional reasons to
Yeah, I mean,
improvement on my medicine.
I wonder what microdosing is like as far as the trip.
I wouldn't know.
Right?
Yeah.
I've never microdosed it, ever.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I, a baby? No.
Right? What's that, Nate?
Well,
I'll eat half of them.
SpongeBob reference, man. It's like I want an adult size hit of acid,
not a kid anymore.
Or a couple.
Yeah. An adult portion.
Well, guys.
What's an adult portion?
I don't know. Probably anything one hit and above. I mean, hell, you could take half, and I'm sure you'd be all right.
That's true.
Have a day. But I don't know. That's a discussion for another day.
Indeed. Yeah. And we will definitely talk more about drugs in the future.
Yeah,
We'll definitely talk more about drugs in the future.
They're pretty intriguing.
They're fun. I mean, don't do drugs.
I know a thing or two about
stay in school.
Some drugs are good.
Actually, to be fair, everyone does drugs, with the whole caffeine argument. And then,
technically speaking. I mean, when I had to go to smoking class when I was in high school and I got caught smoking, they asked us if we do drugs, and we went, no. And he said, you guys got caught smoking, and that's a drug.
Nicotine.
And then you're like, oh, man, we're drugs.
You just blew your mind.
Yeah. Well, I was doing a lot of drugs in high school. So there's nothing else.
The best of us.
There's nothing else to do but to blow my mind.
And people who drink normally, they're drug users, but we just don't look at it that way. But we don't slap the label of it. But it's a psychoactive drug. Alcohol is a drug.
It is true.
Sugar can. I don't know if sugar's a drug, but I mean, I feel like it could be considered one.
I would say it is.
Sugar is definitely a drug. Yeah.
It messes with the chemistry of your brain. It makes you
state.
Yeah, it makes you crave sugar.
Yeah, it's definitely addictive. That's for sure.
I feel like I saw something that said that it has almost a similar effect on the brain as heroin.
You know, I've never done heroin, but I can imagine it's a similar feeling to when you drink a nice cold can of Coke.
I think they mean
You
more
know what I
as
mean?
in your need for it. Your need.
We could all go for that right now, dude. Like,
Dude.
just crack open a cold can of Coke and just
ice cold.
Oh man, like I
And
can
sitting in
imagine
the-
that feeling. It's got to
sitting in
be
the
down
freezer
the alley
for-
of what heroin feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only one way to find out.
Right? You can freebase heroin out of a Coke can.
There you go.
I know
So it
people
all-
that put
podcast.
It all comes full circle, guys.
Yeah.
All comes full
I'm
circle.
not going to talk about my friends who pour soda into their bongs.
I did
That's
that
just
once.
gross.
I did that once.
Well, you're gross.
Are you trying to clean it?
Oh, I mean, emptied it after the.
See, his lungs are messed up.
Right. So,
Stay
well,
in school, kids.
I'm sure that's for. Yes, please stay in school. Please.
See, I have to get off here soon.
You got to save the
Yes.
world, guys. Carson has to go. Jay Bakes.
I
play-
also got to save the world.
He's gotta play
This is
video
a different
games.
part of it.
Got to play video games.
No, I got important business meetings to
Hey.
attend.
Yeah, we're both on the same flight out of here to London in the morning, so
Yeah.
Very interesting,
And
guys.
I gotta rest up for these
Monaco
big business
in the
ventures.
evening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I guess I won't see you guys for a while.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, you know.
We might have to Skype in from Berlin.
Hello there.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Carson from Berlin.
Because I would have already had a different accent by the time
Of course.
I was there.
You've been trained. You've been trained by the best.
Well,
Worked for
We have.
NSA, you
In
know.
a Berlinian accent?
Yeah, is that a thing? Yeah, it's a thing. All right, gentlemen. Well, I will see you guys at some later time. And
All right.
we
To our folks who were lucky enough to listen to our first podcast.
man,
Remember to like, subscribe, comment. No.
do it.
If you like the podcast, please like us. Tell all your friends the week of. I'm James. Brian Carson.
I'm Brian.
and I am Carson.
He is
Thank you.
No,
We are the week of, and we thank you for listening. Brian, please stop
Peace.
recording.
Peace, love, and hair. Yes.